everybody. Welcome to another episode of Burning Briefs. I'm your host, Class, and this is my co-host,
Mspi.
Yeah, we're back at it again. And today we wanted to talk about a very interesting subject, which was about feminism, I guess, in a way.
Pygmy Girls.
Pygmy Girls.
I'm sure you guys have heard of it. If you're not familiar with it, it's a new term, a relatively new concept involving female friendships.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess what the Pygmy Girl is supposed to represent is a friend who leaves you hanging in order to gain male attention or male appreciation, but it's at the cost of your friendship. So pretty much, I like this term because it's something that we all have come across.
Mm-hmm.
I just never had a name for it.
Yeah.
You know, and I've had a friend like that before. I'm sure many girls, many women have had friends like that. And they just never could figure out what the term was. We never even questioned. We just dealt with it because it's kind of something that we were used to. And it's not something that we should accept or be okay with because it's not okay.
No, it's not.
You know, it's kind of like an example of a pygmy girl would be like, you're my friend and there's a guy that comes around. You're interested in the guy. I might not even be interested in the guy. But automatically at the sight of him, you start making jokes or cracking jokes at my expense, making me uncomfortable because you want him to notice you.
Right. So pretty much in a way, like, you're making competition all in your head.
Yeah. So it's competition when in reality, if you're an adult, I'm going to say that clearly that the girls that act this way are girls. Yeah. You're not emotionally mature because you're not grown enough to understand that everyone holds their own value. There's no such thing as competition because everybody is unique in their own way. So because this happens a lot amongst females, it's now time to call it what it is, and you're a pygmy girl, pretty much.
Yeah.
If you leave your friend hanging for a guy, you're a pygmy girl. If you put your friend down and make jokes at her expense, making her uncomfortable, you're a pygmy girl.
Yeah. So anything to do with betraying your gender, you're a pygmy girl.
Pretty much, yes. Because you're acting as if the attention from the guy that you're into means more to you than a friendship, than someone's feelings.
Yeah.
Than the way that someone feels around you. That they're uncomfortable because that's a price to pay for what? For your friendship? That's not okay. That's never okay.
No, it's not.
To put my fellow sister down in order for me to get a guy.
Yeah.
No way, man.
I mean, are we really that worth it?
That's shallow. That's shallow because you're not thinking deeply. You're only thinking about yourself.
Yeah.
And you don't even care enough about your friends, enough to know that you're making them uncomfortable or you're hurting their feelings. That's not okay. That's never okay. And I had a friend like that. I had a friend, and I know you know who she is. You know who you are. You're not a friend. You never were.
Yep.
Who left me hanging all the time for guys. And whenever guys would come around, it's like she would naturally just act out in front of them and completely disregard my total existence. Yeah. I wouldn't even be her friend in her eyes. I'd be her competitor.
Yeah.
And that's not cool. That's never okay.
That's not cool at all. No, especially when you realize that guys are always trying everything they can to get a girl's attention, and now it's like this new generation's kind of like, well, now I want to be the girl to get the guy's attention. It's like, it's not supposed to work that way. I mean, we're supposed to earn your love. You know, we're supposed to be trying to get with you guys. It's not supposed to be the, oh, hey, let me throw my homegirl under the bus so that way I got a better shot. It's like, what if this guy sucks?
Yeah, what if he sucks?
What if he betrays you? What if he cheats on you? What if he finds another hoe just like you're doing right now, host kind of vibe, host stuff, and then he decides, I'm going to go get that girl too.
Yeah, and it doesn't just cut down to the, like, lesser serious issues.
Yeah.
This can go as deep as a woman agreeing with misogynistic values.
Yeah.
And that's never okay. That's wrong. Because you're betraying your own gender in order to gain approval from the males that agree that women are beneath them.
Yeah.
The ones that may have misogynistic views. And, that's a sin in the female world. Like, why would you risk that? Like, you're talking bad not only about your fellow woman or your sister, you're talking bad about yourself. You are also included in that gender that you so want to put down. And it's kind of like it's kind of like if a guy out there says that all that women are good for is to cook, clean, and have babies, and I'm just gonna go out of my way because I like the guy, and I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I agree, I love
all that stuff.
all that stuff, and that's okay if you love that stuff, but it's like if I say, yeah, that's all women are good for, and it's like, when in reality, no, not all women have to agree with you.
Nope.
You're only saying that to support his claim of his view about women because you want his attention.
Yep.
That's a Pygmy Girl.
Yep.
Not a woman, a girl.
Right. So, I mean, there are other stuff we wanted to talk about on today's episode. Kardashians is another subject.
Yeah. Okay, so there's another thing that was trending, and I believe it was because the Kardashian sisters were on some talk show host. I'm not sure what his name is. I'm not even familiar with the program, but I just saw this because I saw it on a TikTok video. They were played in the background. You can see the guy kind of asking the question, and he asks her, do you believe, because it was trending not long ago, because of Khloe Kardashian and the whole issue with the picture that she didn't want someone posting that got out there. So she wasn't really happy about it. It was kind of like a big deal, and then not really. The reason why I have to go back is because people may not already have known that. But pretty much what happened was that Khloe Kardashian was photographed naturally, like without any filters, without anything. It wasn't even a big deal. Let me just put that out there. The picture looked real.
Yeah.
No Photoshop, no filters. It was just her, and because she didn't like the way she looked and she thought it was shameful, she took it down. And that's the thing. People already know they are a huge plastic surgery. Like, they're huge on that. They're advocates for plastic surgery. It's not a secret. You can tell the work that they have had done over the years. That's just not me hating. I'm not making this up. If you compare their old pictures from when they first started out for the show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, to now, they've had so many things done, like their nose. They've had brow lifts. They had their lips done. They get a lot of work done. And you know what? I'm not going to hate. If you have the money, if that makes you happy to look whatever the hell you want to look like, that's fine. But the issue is this. They want to claim that it's natural. That's what I have a problem with. Because people, women, I'm not even going to say just women, but people in general, because there's men out there who have body dysmorphia too. You can't get a body like that just off of natural dieting and exercise. It's impossible. It's impossible. They have plastic surgeons who help them out. They get Brazilian butt lifts. They get their tummies tucked.
Yeah, in today's generation, it all seems to be like that. It's about having people do these extreme measures, and I realize this is okay. I want to talk about, in that essence, about surgical procedures. Okay, surgical procedures are forever, my friends and family. Everybody who tries it, does it, has to realize it's not going to come out the way you hope. Some of the people you're getting to do your surgery are not that great. If you want a surgeon like Kardashians, it's going to cost you moolah. So you might have to go somewhere a little cheaper, a little lower, maybe someone less professional. And that's going to be where your stuff is going to get botched.
No, it's a higher risk. Yeah, that as well. Because the thing is, everyone wants to look that way, and I get it. I mean, they have nice bodies. Kylie Jenner has a nice body. But she did not achieve that body.
She didn't work out.
From working out, let's be real.
Give it to Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart he wasn't in like the most ab shape, but once he started working out, look at him now. He has a summer body. He did that all by himself. His wife has had 2 children, and she's looking great. Why? Because she worked out her body. She didn't go and ask for surgery.
Well, I'm not really too familiar with his wife. If maybe she did have plastic surgery or she didn't. My point is this.
I've seen her work out in the
reason
gym.
why this was a trending subject with the Kardashians was because Khloe Kardashian wanted to go out and defend herself, saying that the reason why she took down the post wasn't because she was ashamed of her body, but because it was taken without her approval. Okay, let's face it. That's bullshit. Okay, she was ashamed, and that's what they do that all the time. It's obvious. They post their Instagram post with a lot of filters. They like to say it's not real. Yep. That they're naturally like that, but no, they've gotten caught on many cases where it's clearly photoshopped. You can see the dysmorphia among the picture itself, like it's distorted. The picture is distorted. You can clearly tell they photoshopped. Yeah. It's okay if you're doing that. I'm not saying Photoshop is the devil. I'm not saying plastic surgery is the devil. Mm-hmm. What the problem here is that they don't own it. They don't own it, and they want to claim that it's all natural when it's a lie. That's not natural. Yeah. And it's sadly, a lot of people don't know that. They are not aware that the Kardashians have had plastic surgery. Most people think that it was achieved naturally. That's a lie. They're out there making a profit. They're selling an idea. They're selling clothes. Okay, they literally live off of their image. Mm-hmm. And they're selling an image to you, making us believe it's all natural and it's all true. When in fact it's not. Let me say a moral responsibility to just own that.
I want to say that I agree with you on that. That it is a shame that we are using insecurity to decide that we need to do something such an extreme measure as to go into surgery. Look, you're an adult or you're not yet. And it's time for you to take the time to realize you don't need to grow up so fast. There's a lot of younger generations, I agree with them, that are trying to botch their bodies just to look a certain way. And the Kardashians are claiming, oh, this is natural, baby. I worked this out. When really, every time they just had the money to go to a surgeon, lipo, tummy tuck, butt lift, whatever they could get their hands on, they have the moolah for it. They will continue to do that.
If they didn't want to be responsible for an image that they're selling, like, they have an influence on millions of people. They know that. Yeah. If you didn't want to be an influence, then maybe you shouldn't have been famous. But that's a responsibility that comes with that job. Yeah. Okay? Whatever you're doing, people are watching you. Especially little kids, little girls who look up to them and think, oh my God, I love Kim Kardashian. They don't even know why they love them. They just see that they're famous, they're pretty, they wear a lot of makeup, they see that it's something that's trendy and considered to be cool, whatever. Yeah. And they're going to think, I'm going to grow up one day and I'm going to look like them. And then they grow up and they don't look like them. It's like that utter disappointment to think that, okay, well, I worked out and I ate everything that I should have, and my body still doesn't look like that. Why? There's nothing wrong with owning it. I mean, there was this part, they even had Kylie Jenner kind of talking about her insecurity, about her lips. Remember that episode? Yeah. We watched like one in a few episodes, like once in a while. I'm not even like a huge fan. They're entertaining. I'm not gonna even lie. And then she was talking about the fact that some guy made her feel insecure about her lips. Mm-hmm. And I just think, personally, that's a terrible message to be giving to your fans. First of all, you are literally saying that a guy, a little boy, when you were a teen, made you feel so insecure that you allowed for his comment to get to you to that level, that it bothered you that much what someone had to say about your looks, that you actually went out there and did something about it. When in reality, a better story would have been, hey, you know what? It doesn't matter what anyone thinks of you, because that's the body that you were born in. Yeah. Why I wanted to bring that up, because it's about time that they get called on that. they've been making profit off of selling a lie this whole time.
Yeah.
They're millionaires. They could afford plastic surgeons. They could afford a personal trainer. They could afford dermatologists. They could afford the best of the best. Most people don't have that. That's the truth. Okay? With some cheese on it.
Yeah.
But pretty much that's what I was wanting to bring that up. Like, I wanted to bring that up because it was trending.
Yeah, so for the Kardashians to be the way they are, it's not like, let's not forget how Kim started. You can say in all denial, this is typical politician moves in celebrity realm.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh, I didn't know I was making a sex tape, just like I was the assistant to Paris Hilton, who also made a sex tape, and an accident came out and made a bunch of money and had all her attention."
Is this gonna be?
No way was that gonna happen, but with a prettier version of Paris Hilton. Yeah, you did. And
this is gonna be messed up to say, but that sex tape was like the intro to Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yeah, that's what got Kim her show. Let's be realistic.
That was a trailer.
All that media attention, and then they're like, "Hey, look, who's this lady? Oh, yeah. She's pretty. Oh, she's cute. Oh," and then whoever watched the video, no one's gonna say anything. Plus, if you guys watch the video, she's not nude in the video. By the way,
she's nude.
She is?
Yeah.
I don't remember her being nude.
It wasn't even a great video. It wasn't even quality.
Regardless, the video was just all a publicity stunt. Yeah. They knew it.
Because of Ray J.
Yeah, she got hooked. She got the show. And then when the show started booming, that's when they started making more money. And more money meant more materialistic things, looking more prettier. It meant staying with the high expectations. Now, you're going to probably tell me later on in the future how hard your life was to stay this beauty standard. You, okay? Don't tell me that because I don't believe you. All of your gimmicks is a lie. Everything you're saying to me, everything you've said to these beautiful young women or women that are even semi-attractive, it was a lie. You didn't do anything natural. Everything you did was all a stunt. You were strategically smart. You were one of the smartest women in business to sucker a lot to into believing you're a decent person.
Marketing, people. It's
good marketing.
Marketing.
Well,
reality
victimizing
TV
marketing.
Reality TV was hot back in the day, okay?
Hot.
Jersey Shore, For the Love of Ray J. Reality. All these shows were like
Jerry
hot.
Springer.
Yeah. And so far, they're the only show that sadly has been up for 20 years now. Mm-hmm. I think 20 years. I'm not sure.
I have no idea. It's been out for a while. It's
been a while.
The fact that they've been out for so long and they're still doing what they're doing.
I'm not gonna say 20 years. It's almost 20 years.
Yeah, but the fact that these guys have been out for so long, it's embarrassing to say the least, because now they've influenced a lot of people, and it will continue on. Look, I have a futuristic sense that Kylie or whatever these girls are going to convince their daughters that to get to the meal ticket, they're going to have to do a couple things they're not proud of. And they're going to be okay with it as long as the fame gets them to the tippity top. I feel like this is going to be one of those generations that are going to continue to fall into this trap because they're going to keep producing children. They're going to keep doing whatever is currently hot. And it's always going to be about flashy gimmicks. It's always going to be about beauty standards. It's always going to be about, oh, look what I did.
Sex sells, guys. Sex sells.
Look at me.
It's like, okay, whatever. If you want to go about that road, fine. Yeah. But at the end of the day, who is watching you? It's not just going to be like people like me or you that already know that they're full of shit. Yeah. Okay, they're just entertainment. No, it's going to be little kids. And they're going to think that's real. And they're going to want to seek that type of success because that's what they define as being happy. Yeah. When in reality, most of these girls are not even happy. No. You look at Kylie Jenner and what her life represents. I feel sad for that girl. I do. She has billions of dollars. Okay, yeah. Would I not want to be a billionaire? Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Bruno Mars said it best. Freaking bad.
But money doesn't buy everything. Yeah. Sorry. Like, I look at her life, it's like everyone has a say in it. Your life is always under a microscope. Everyone's looking at you. Yeah. You can't you can't wear anything without anyone's approval first before it goes out in public. Who she dates may even be for a profit. Okay, let's face it. Yeah. Wasn't there like this whole thing that this girl came out and said she was like Travis's
like side girl?
Side girl, yeah. And I believe her. You know, I believe that because they're so fake. Everything they do in their life is fake.
Yeah, look, do you think the Kardashians really marry for love or wind up with a baby for love? No, I'm sorry to say this, but the Kardashians didn't wind up with babies for love. They wind up with babies so that way they had a generation to look forward to for next time when they need to build that empire higher.
These people care about their image, okay? That's
image.
all they care about.
That's all it is.
If the person they're dating doesn't go along with that image that they hold, they're not gonna bother.
Yep.
That's just how it is. It's in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, and so pretty much what we're saying is, women, you guys are the best, no matter what or how you look. You guys don't need to do everything the Kardashians do. You don't need to do everything a Pygmy Girl does. You don't need to do any of those things. What you really, all you need to do is find that self-love within yourself. Build the standard you want. Create your own reflection of what you want to be. Channel it and make it happen. Make it so, and it can happen. Guys do it all the damn time. We do it. You guys can do it too. Believe me. Trust me. It's not possible. It's just the doubt in your head that says, I'm not good enough. Don't always listen to it. If anything, go listen to a motivational speaker. Trust me, it really helps. She got me into that. Like sometimes I'm a little questioning myself, and then I hear this motivational speaker, and I'm like, yeah.
I like that message because it's true.